Hi and a very good day. So in this video session, I will discuss my presentation based on this particular slide, which is data structure and manipulation. Right? So here I will introduce more function that will be used while working with our programming. Okay. So here for the first two functions, okay, I will introduce what we call it as, okay, the way on how you can construct a vector with a certain pattern by using sequence and replicate function. Right? Okay, so let's take a look at the example. Okay, so here right uh, okay let's discuss about the sequence function first. Okay, so uh, okay, as you remember from my first example, I use this quite a lot. Okay, one, okay, double colon 10, right? So this is actually the way on how we can create a sequence of number from 1 to 10. Okay, instead of we type it, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Alright, so this take a okay, you will get the same output, but how can you write it uh, efficiently? Okay, so we can use this particular function. Okay, first you can use, alright, this okay, colon symbols, right? Okay, and then okay, you can also use this, okay, this function. Okay, you get the same output, the sequence function, but the way on how you actually write this sequence function is actually you give you specify the numbers. Okay, you specify this number from what numbers that you want until what numbers, and then by what. So how can you okay, so here actually you can further investigate, okay, this sequence function by using, okay, this question mark, right? So here, as we can see here, sequence is for sequence generation. On what are the default function for sequence? Okay, by default it give us, okay, from 1 to 1. This is the default value, and by, okay, this is the by output. Okay, so by default this is the argument that R took. Okay, so here let's take a look at the next. Okay, we run this sequence function. Okay, from 10 to 100 by 5. Okay, you will get this particular output. Okay, so the interval between the first and second element is 5. Okay, so 5 5 and 5. That's the thing, right? So here it will follow the default. Okay, it will follow the default uh, default. Okay, if you not specifying the argument here, it will follow the, okay, how R uh, perceive you the default function. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, right, so to increase the readability of your code, okay, I suggest you always to write like this. Okay, but again you will get the same output, but the thing is, for the first time user that might not familiar with your code, by adding the description of this argument, it will help our the readability of our code. Okay, suppose that we want a decreasing list of number, okay, from 100 to 10, okay, by -5. So what happened, you get this decreasing sequence of number. Okay, Okay, -5 and so on. Alright, and another way on how you can suppose that we want a number from 10 to 100, but we ask R to give the output for just for 5 element. Okay, this 5 element, right, 1 2 3 4 5, also known as length, because we understand in R we in a vector is in they have length. So how many observation you also we say that this particular vector have length. 5 observation, length equals to 5. That's how you read length. Alright, so this is the argument that I added, so that R will only produce only 5 output, 5 element by using sequence. Right, so that's sequence. Next, replicate. So like the name itself, what happen if you want to use this particular function? Rep1 5. So it's actually, we want to replicate this particular number 1 5 times. Right, so it give us 1 1 1 1 1. Right, what about the second output? What happened? Right, suppose that we want to replicate several element 5 times. So how can you write by using rep function? Is you still have to concatenate this particular element. And then what happened? 1 2 1 2 1 2 5 times. So what about the third example? Let's imagine first, what are the output for the third function, the third code here. So how you imagine it? Alright, before you proceed to run this code, try imagine it first. And then you try run in console, and you get this particular output. Is it the same as you imagine it will become? If the same, should be good, right? So that's sequence and replicate. So I think that's all for this video session. Thank you for listening. Bye.